Hi, my name's Kel Clark from Pembroke, Virginia. I've seen PrimeDriven on an ad years ago. I think it's 2019. And I was really interested in the giveaway game, mostly because it's a lot of things aren't as attainable as just going out and buying something for cash, because most of these cars aren't something that you're going to get a loan for or anything like that, but they're really, really, really high grade and nice. I entered the SRT-4 giveaway because I've had several of them, and was really looking into getting another one. I've always been a car guy. I haven't had a few cars for a little while, so I thought, well, I was sitting beside my wife in the car driving somewhere, and I said, look at this. They actually have an SRT-4 up. So I'm going to go ahead and enter. I said, it's only $25, and she was like, all right, well, do it. What's the chance? What's the risk on $25? We're going to spend it anyways. And I've been watching it. I was like, hey, it ends this Friday. I think it was on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. And then I just kept looking. I thought, maybe this will be the one, because I've had an 03 Solar Yellow before. One of my favorite cars. They are way underrated. One of the coolest front-wheel drives I've ever had. I've had quite a few. They're great cars. They do have some of their issues, but man, I love those things. They get up and move. Got into cars at a really young age. I would say when I could actually get my hands on a steering wheel. Driving my dad's Pinto when I was like 4, maybe. It was just the thrill of having the freedom, and then realizing later on that you can modify these things and make them to your personality. I think Fast and Furious done that to a lot of us in my age group. But I spent so many nights at the track just as a kid, and really, really fell in love with motorsports in general. Shoot, I love modifying anything. I'm talking anything, much less a car or a truck. So got into cars like I said, when I was really, really young. Had a cousin of mine that, his family was very mechanically inclined, and I started working on things back then, and have ever since. I was actually at work when I got the email talking to a coworker, which is really funny. Is that day one of my coworkers, I was like, hey, my palm is itching, and I don't remember if it's the left or the right when we get money thing, right? So I said, my left palm's itching like crazy. So that means something good's going to happen. And so hours later, just forget about it, and I'm in the office talking to a couple of staff members, and my email pops up saying, hey, this is not a joke. You actually won the car. Here's your entry. And I was like, what? And it said it sent a text. I had to actually find my text in the spam folder of my in my text messages in order to find it. And what's pretty funny is I sent a couple of emails and a couple texts back, and I was like, is this real? And it took like 20 minutes for a response. And once I got it, I was like, holy crap. So I called my wife immediately. I was like, dude, that car I've been worried about all this week, I won it. And she was like, no way you didn't. I'm like, yep, sure did. And I called a couple coworkers. I was like, hey, I've been telling you guys to get into these things. And I hit one, and they're like, no way. So it was a good experience. And what the other coworker was like talking about my hand itching, and I called him. He said, dude, there's no way that stuff's real. And I was like, yeah, it's real, man. It's real. So the first thing I do with the car is give it a little lap around, see what it's got, make sure everything's kind of copacetic. But I say the first modification I'm doing is going to wind up being LSD, because 03s don't have LSD transmissions. Try to find a stage 3 with toys. That'd be cool. I'm not going big turbo again. Just drive the crap out of it. Let's just be honest. Those cars are meant to be beat on. I'm going to beat on it. Hey guys, this is very real. It's real people, real cars, real nice staff. These guys have treated me with nothing but respect. and it is very real. And I've been entering since 2019. I only enter certain cars that I like, not Subaru. Just consistency. If you really want to win, you're not going to go one time and just oh well, that's it. I'm not doing it again. No, I've entered several with these guys, and I know they're legit. They set their limits. You know what you're getting. They're up front. There's not a bunch of fillers. There's not a bunch of frills. It's just down to earth. Hey, this is what we're doing, and I like that. It's one of the biggest benefits of this website and these guys, man. It's legit. I'd like to thank family members and friends that's always been in the car game with me. My wife always been supportive, and PrimeDriven, man. So you guys knock it out of the park every time. Never hear a bad word from me about it. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you, and God bless.